Hey Kristian, so today I wanted to talk about Japanese school assemblies because they're super cool, and I went to an assembly and I actually really enjoyed it, which was a shock because you probably remember, as many of you know, Kristian and I went to a private religious school, and we had what I'm going to kind of facetiously refer to as Jesus assemblies, also known as chapels, where you kind of went and you heard the words Jesus and sin about 12 times a piece, and I sang songs, and then you got yelled at for not singing songs properly, and for not worshiping hard enough, and all that good stuff. It was just, in general, it was good times. Sometimes we had really interesting speakers, but in general, I would just kind of sit there and think about the fact that I could be spending those 45 minutes studying for a test because I'm a super nerd. But the Japanese assembly I went to was about the same amount as the chapel, but it was fantabulous. Basically, if you can get any more stereotypically Japan than this, it was basically people doing choreographed dances to J-pop songs. Not joking, the entire assembly was that. It was the day before the cultural festival, and we were supposed to get pumped and excited for the festival. So there were people dancing to that. There was also an entire group that did a dance to the song We're All In This Together from High School Musical, which was possibly the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it was just really interesting to see. People tend to say, oh, Japan is so serious, and, people don't know how to have fun, especially at school. But I think that's kind of ridiculous. The thing is, we all have fun in our own ways, and assemblies at my school were not like this. This was really entertaining. Also, there was a lot of American music, too. There was some Avril Lavigne. What? She's super popular in Japan. It makes my inner 12-year-old very happy. But, yeah, the songs were not censored because obviously I was the only one in the room who really understood them. And it reminds me of last winter, Kristian and I went to the homecoming dance at school. Kristian, because she was on the planning committee, me because my mom dragged me out of my house, took one of my books, and said, you need to go to the homecoming dance. And I remember we were standing there and we were kind of vaguely dancing, although I'm a horrible dancer. Kristian's better than I am, but she can be the judge of her own dancing skills. And at one point she just kind of goes, oh, these songs aren't censored. It's just hilarious. But this was a very similar moment for me of oh my gosh, what? They're playing this song? And it was just really interesting. Another thing, because the only music I ever heard at Jesus Assembly was very religious music. It was interesting to have that kind of music at assembly. So I don't know what you've got going on at college, Kristian, but I want to hear about it. Do you have assemblies? Tell me how they were different from Jesus assemblies. I will talk.